Okay, another video to demonstrate to myself how to use the editor. So, let's go. Nice new slick front end on there. Today's date is the 23rd of April 2011, and I've been working on this editor maybe on average 8 to 10 hours every day for the last few weeks since the last video, I guess. Yeah, definitely, really. So here we go. First thing you should start with is normal layer, load chunk. Basically, you should really pick a tall building because you don't want it to go off the top. Let's say Farhouse 2 is quite tall. We take that and let's zoom out a bit and place Farhouse 2 here. Oops. Yep, it worked. Okay, I've just optimized it quite heavily. As you can see up here, 3744 is the tiles drawn. That's X by Y. 270 is the ones that are actually drawn, and tiles checked 3621 is the tiles that are checked. Now previously this was checking the whole array 500 tiles wide by 500 miles high, which meant that every single layer had 250,000 checks going on, and then you times that by 20, it works out at 5 million checks per layer, which is why it was so slow. Now it'll check, like, if I had all 20 layers on right now and I'm zoomed out, so there's a hell of a lot of tiles on display. It would do 3621 times 20, which is, I don't know, 60,000 or something. So it's a huge optimization. Anyway, I don't know why I'm telling myself that, because it doesn't really matter. Right, let's place another house. Let's place the coffee shop. I think the undo is still a little bit broken. I had to break it to do some other stuff. I get one undo right now. I'll fix that soon. And another chunk. This little factory. Alright. This is just a quick way of making a quick street at this point in time. What else have we got? Maybe I'll place a little building, actually. I don't really do that very often. Put the basement in. No, I'll put the basement in after. Broken house. Is that going to fit? Yes. Okay, that's a little bit too high. So I do get an undo working. Right. A little bit too high again. I've cut off the side of the factory there. And too high again. Need to... No, that should work. I don't know why it isn't. Right, anyway, there it is. Placed. So we've got the beginnings of a street here. Now we should fill in the mud. Just put mud along the bottom of everything here. Yep. And here. And here. And more mud. We need some variation in the mud, and we need pipes and plumbing and so forth that comes down, manholes, things like that, to make it look nicer for sure. Because the mud, you won't see it a lot, but the mud is still, whoops, The mud is still a bit too similar. Right, now we load the top layer, which is the land. Give it some land all the way along here, I guess. Oh, maybe we'll put it there as well. Oops. Oh, I don't know why that's happened. I've lost the chunk. It's become a habit to get rid of the chunk right away, I think, in my mind. And messed up there. It's hard work and zoomed out, actually. I mean, you can zoom right in. You can click scale to exact size. And zoom along. And do it properly this way. Now, what the hell's happening here? It's not showing that house. Thread painting on. Well, there's some issue here with the new code I've just put in. Now I'm baffled. It's a great tutorial video, isn't it? Oh, now they're going over there. Okay, let it undo. Well, for now I'll have to stay. It's something to do with the scroll bars, which I'll fix. What the hell? Oh, right, okay. Okay, that's what we wanted. I'll have to fix that. Something to do with scroll bars. So we have a nice little street here. And now we want to move on to the next layer, normal layer 2. And we load up more chunks. So let's say we go for a metal fence that runs along the front of everything, like this. Let me just place that there, above the ground. And we can place it on top of the other one so we don't get that thing repeated. Oops, that was an accident. There. And there. And there. And there. There. And there. And yep, it ends there. I'll just make a quick note of that bug. I don't know what to call it. Scroll bar offset issue. I'll fix that. Right. Now we can turn off the grid just so it looks a bit nicer. So now layer 2, yep, we can't lay anything more on there because it would destroy that. So we can go to layer 3. Now, even though it says animated, oops, I moved this off, sorry. Even though it says animated layer there, all layers are actually capable of animated, that's just suggested. And I might even just remove that anyway because all layers can be animated anyway, which is a nice little touch. So you can load an animated chunk. You go to animated tiles, grass, tall, load the IFF file there, and then you can place it like that. And because thread painting is on, it's automatically updating itself nicely. And you can go along, putting the grass in, like this. If you want, you can even overlap them. I think I did it there. Like if I place it here, add a bit more variation to if it's starting to look repetitive, which the grass shouldn't. Nothing should really, but you can anyway. And if I want, I can make the grass get a little bit shorter at the end here by loading up another animated chunk, which is grass short, and I can dump it in there. Maybe that's a thoroughfare or something for the zombies. So we have a nice little street. now on the next layer, normal 4, we can start adding other chunks. Like say we want to add a tree, so we can go tree 1, open the tree, and we'll say, oh, the tree could look nice there. So there it is, added. Let's add another tree here. And they're in front of the animated grass. You could design it so that they're behind whatever. I'll worry about that later. I guess the animated grass layer should come up higher up. We'll add the fountain in. There it is. Soon I'll have another animated tile I can lay on there, which sprays water out. I guess using After Effects to do that. What else? I guess I should explain generating animated tiles. So you click on this. Let's say I want to make a new type of grass, which is, it moves slower. So there's different ones here. There's animation types: yo-yo, loop, and event triggered. Yo-yo means it goes from 0 right up to the end and then back again, which creates a sort of longer animation because it goes all the way up and back again, rather than a loop which just goes from 0 to the end, 0 to the end. So that's how I made the grass so convincing. Event triggered does nothing yet. Let's just say I make a yo-yo, another grass. Cycle speed is the amount of ticks it takes before it actually goes. So it takes 1,000 tick cycles of the game to animate one frame there, or none. Actually, I'll make another lamp because that's a better example. A lamp can be a loop or a yo-yo, it doesn't matter. We'll make it so every 65 cycles the lamp flickers. So we go to lamp with beam. We load both of the PNG images in here. One's on, one's off. As you can see there, off, on. Give it a new one. We call it Gaz's test lamp. We generate the IFF file. So now that file has been there, so we can actually go and load an animated chunk. We can go lamp with beam, Gaz's test lamp. And there's my lamp, which I will place here. And as you can see, every 65 cycles it'll go on and off after 65. I like the beam, 24-bit we used for that, so it could look a bit more interactive with things. I mean, that's just a simulator lamp which is broken. You can have them always on, always off. Change the value so it's hard to, it's unpredictable, but anyway, that looks good. View exact size. As you can see, it's looking really nice. There's that issue again. That's because I'm trying to limit the amount of tiles getting drawn to really speed it up because it was getting slow. But there it is, essentially a lamp. Oh, it all looks really good. Now, what else have I done? Chunks menu seems to work. Generate sprite. This window, it doesn't do anything yet. Well, it does, but oops. Generate sprite hasn't been completed yet, so we'll forget that. View help will link to YouTube videos like this at some point. All of this is the same. View, all the same. Okay, so now what we want to do is place some sprites. Now this is experimental and brand new, which is half the reason I'm making this video. Let's say I want the hero to appear over here. Then I go to sprite layer 1, and the sprite layer stuff is not right yet because I need to tweak the order of the Z order and stuff. Anyway, load the this is my test hero at the moment. He can only do a few things, and he doesn't work great, to be honest. But anyway, I'll put him there. Right, he's off the ground, but if I then So okay, so edit here will edit. Oops, I don't know what happened there. Anyway, if you click I edit, it launches the game engine. Oops, I forgot to put the collision layer in, which is why I fell right to the ground. Okay, so you go to collision layer, zoom out, and you just drag all the way along, because that's going to be a collision layer. So everything else is just visible, not collision. And I guess, see, I haven't sorted steps yet, but I guess I can kind of make them work here. I mean, steps scare me a little bit. Trying to get them right is tough. Very tough. But I'm going to have a mode, I guess, which just a simple action button that allows him to go up, up or shoot or whatever. It's got to be very simple. Anyway, for now, I've done that, so you can see that he'll collide with that. So now I click it. He's still flying down there because the game action just paused. If I right-click I edit, it crashes. Oh, great. So there's another one. You need to check if tools window.chunk. It's not now. Well, how did it not do that? I wonder if I can limp on, because I have to demonstrate this quickly to myself. Nope, looks like it's actually crashed. Oh no, here we go. Okay. Anyway, just delay another sprite because he got cleared. I'll dump one there anyway. Oh, now something weird's happening. Well, I'm going to have to quit it and load it again. There's no save function working yet, but everything I did there is still relevant, obviously. I'll just make a quick one now. Just a reminder video anyway. This I probably never even watch it, but I might be thankful I made it. Okay, load chunk. Let's just stick in lots of mud, right? Yep. Normal layer 1. Lots of mud. Put a little pedestal up here for the hero to appear on. And now we put the collision layer in. Right. So back to where I was. Imagine there was some nice stuff going on. Load of sprite. Sprites at the moment are generated by hand, but that window I showed you before, or I didn't show, will generate them properly soon, but I generate them by hand because it's still in testing. So I'll put a hero there, right? He's going to appear and land on that. And I've got an enemy now. Because the zombies don't walk left and right yet, it's actually the hero graphics. Oops. Load sprite. Because Magic only did the graphics for zombies walking left for some reason. We wanted to be able to go both ways. So right now, anyway, this enemy will be a hero. He is a hero. Look at him. Whoa, I don't know what's happening there. I've put a beep in for errors, which is a bit annoying. Right. Now, if I click I edit, they come to life. I click thread painting. Oh, what? Ah, animated chunk is null. Okay. So I've got to fix that sort of thing as time goes on. But anyway, here we go. As you can see, the sprites are currently represented by white rectangles. I'm the one on top of... Whoa. I'm the one on top there who's just jumped off and I'm running away. And the zombie is that thing chasing me. So if I jump now, that's me. Nice jump animation. Gotta get away from him. Ow! It's fun already. Right. Turn off the grid. Get rid of this stupid thing. So yeah, this is obviously the hero needs offset, properly offset to make it work, but essentially here we have the game action working in the editor, and if you click edit here, it leaps directly back to the classic ordinary editing mode. Click it again, it goes back. So with that one edit key, you can leap back to designing normally and forget about the rest. Or in this mode, you can also edit. Like if I click I edit, the game engine stops, but I can still add things here. So I can click that. I can add a little brick there. Event layer. That's wrong, isn't it? Collision layer. I can still add a brick there. And in fact, if I click and the game action is still going, I can actually add bricks even when the game action is going. Like so. So if we walk, if I put something there, for instance, and then walk, just jump over him for now, then I will fall off this. So will he. And if I jump up like that, the jump won't be as silly as this. I can get away. And he can walk through walls. Perfect. It's a good power to have. Something... Well, he's got me stuck now. I can get rid of him by deleting the ground underneath him. I should be able to. Oh, he's got a hold of me. There, he's fallen now. He was hanging on to me there. As you can see, he's falling into the ethos. Again, boom. You can split back to editing normally if you want, anytime you want. That should work. It's not quite working right now. I don't know why. Oh, I'm on eraser mode. Okay, it does work. So you can flick back to edit anytime you want. You can even predict where they are and just say, right, I'll put a platform there. And then you unclick that and it goes back to that. He's appeared inside the platform. I've landed on top of it. Luckily for him, he can walk through walls. Now if I click I edit, what does that do? It's the same basically. Oh no. Traditional edit, this one here, always returns you to the classic editor as if the game never existed. Like that. And you click it again and it turns off the edit and goes back to what it was. Whereas I edit pauses the gameplay but keeps you in a sort of camera view. I don't know. That's confusing to me. One thing I do know is if you right click I edit, the game engine restarts. This is all experimental and still being developed, but I think that is pretty much everything you need to know. Combined with the other videos, everything should be up to date now. A few of these features are broken, etc. device. Yeah, you can display them and stuff right now, but and you can load backgrounds, but I think I've broken them anyway. So for now, background layer is turned off or not dealt with. Every other layer is a tile layer, and a tile can be animated or not. Apart from the sprite layer here, which is actually a sprite object layer, and event layer will be event object layers. Even the weather layer is just an animated ordinary layer. We're intended to lay over an animated tile, which is essentially a huge tile, which is the weather, which covers the whole screen. So obviously for different builds, we're going to need different weather tiles for like a tablet or a Nexus 1, as well as the background layer. But the rest should work because it's just the viewport. And I'll stop this boring video now. At least I'm happy, and I won't forget how to do it.